welcome or welcome back to my channel. This is Paula with Paula's Imperfect Plans. On this channel, I share my personal planning and budgeting journeys. This is a budgeting video. Today I am checking in and closing out my budget from July 28th from that paycheck as we prepare for payday tomorrow, which is the 11th. Just a real brief amount of information. My husband and I are both full-time hourly wage earners, so we have fairly consistent income, even though we are not salaried employees. We are both in our mid-30s. We are obviously a two-income household, family of 5, living in the Midwest. I'm really just working on getting our lives and our finances together. We've been on this journey for a little while, from paying down debt and budgeting to pay bills. And now as we really work to pay off the debt and then budget for other things, saving, that kind of thing going forward, figuring out what our goals are and what it is that we want to accomplish going forward. So with that being said, let's jump into it. We kind of went through, actually we went through Thursday, and then I did a cash unstuffing, I think, with all of this stuff all in there. So now coming down into just this past week, we had, trying to decide how to categorize it in my head here. So my husband bought some wheel weights, and I haven't checked how much I stuffed in that envelope, but I'm hoping that there's cash stuff in like the shop envelope that I kind of recently stuffed to pay that back. That was $31.02, and that was those are supplies that he needs in his garage or in his shop. We spent $15 in cash at Quick Star. So that came out of food. Even though it wasn't a budgeted food expense, I did take cash from somewhere else, so it doesn't really count as anywhere else in the budget as long as I used cash and didn't use the card for it. On Monday, I'm trying to remember, I honestly think we got ice cream. Okay. Casey's, we got pizza Monday night. Nobody felt like cooking. It was unbudgeted food, $19.69 for 2 large pizzas for our family of 5. Tuesday, this was a cash expense, so this doesn't have to be paid back anywhere. It came out of my beauty envelope, which is in the new pink color. So I got a pedicure. So that was pedicure and tip. And then I think $4 of it was for lunch. So I had a Quick Star gift card, but it only had a couple bucks left on it. So I used the gift card and then $4 to get lunch. I used the beauty envelope. So I just used the cash that I had there. So that was $45 from beauty. And I do not think that we have spent anything else in here. So that's where we're at as far as looking at the expenses there. Or as far as looking at cash expenses. So then if I pop in here to the expense tracker, actually that wasn't a cash expense. That was so silly of me. Okay, well, so the Casey's pizza I actually put in here because this is where I keep track of all my debit card expenses. So that left us with $81.31 in this budget. Extra eating out is where it is, where it was budgeted at. And then I decided, I do things on a whim. That's just what I do sometimes, but it's fine. Should have waited till we got paid again, but that's just how I do things sometimes. I decided to start a $50 recurring donation to a charity that I feel very strongly about. And so anyway, I decided to do that since I knew that we did have extra money in there and I had already set up my budget for the 11th. So I did do that and made that payment. So we should probably do some math. Well, we can do the math as we go. So let's pop in here and get ready to close out our budget for here for the second paycheck in August, or July, for July 28th. So I'm actually going to open this up so I can see this. My actual pay was $970.67. My husband's actual pay was $1463.98. So I had just budgeted his previous check, knowing that his previous check had been a week at his old wage and a week at his new wage. So I knew it'd be higher. I just didn't know how much higher. So I obviously know that now. I did transfer in $360 from my plasma account. The sinking funds, that $360 was budgeted for the daycare sinking fund, and I actually only pulled in $315 from that. I wasn't sure how much I would need to get that up to where I needed it to be to pay enough of the daycare bill. So in other, I didn't have anything budgeted, but we did get $30.53 from Rakuten. My husband used my referral code and then spent $30 in the cash back on stuff we were going to buy anyway from Target, and then we each got $30 and his paid out. So that is that deposit. And then I'm going to put project fund here because I should have put it under sinking funds. But so I had to pull back in from the sinking funds into our inflow money to cover some of the costs. Okay, so was it just that one? Yes. $820.57 to cover the materials for the concrete that my husband got at all the wood and the forms and all the things to do all of that. So $970.67 plus $1463.98 plus $360 plus $315 plus $30.53 plus $820.57. So our actual income ended up being $3,960.75. So I'm going to come down here, and I know that it's over, but since it's income, we want it to be over. So $3,960.75. That's a good change there for income. And on the HELOC, the automatic payment that got pulled was $268.48, and I added $200, meaning that the actual amount we put on was $468.48. $200 did go to church. The Netflix bill was $1069. The Amazon Prime bill was $748. Out of my budget, I put $320 to daycare. The cell phone bill was $196.09. Still nothing for internet. $75 put away for vehicle registration. The additional amount to daycare was the $315 that we pulled in from that sinking fund. The house savings was my whole net raise, which was $53.48 for this paycheck, and I did not end up going to that conference, so that was not an expense that I had paid in the end. So if we pop over here, $468.48 plus $200 plus $1069 plus $748 plus $320 plus $196.09 plus $75 plus $315 plus $53.48. That leaves our total fixed expenses that we paid at $1646.22, which leaves us with $2,314.53 left to budget. So we came in under budget on fixed expenses, which is exciting. Fixed expenses were $1646.22. All right, moving right along to variable expenses. We did spend $280 in groceries. I do think there is grocery money left over, and we just rolled that over to the next. That just stays in the groceries envelope. Eating out, we did spend all $60. Beauty, we spent $60.31. Drinks. No, I'm just going to, no, we're gonna, $60.31. For drinks it was $50. For household it was $20. Budgeting, so what those cash expenses, I pull them out, I use them, they go on here, and if there's money left over, they go into a savings challenge, so that it still looks on here as though they were spent accurately, even if they got rolled to another envelope. So for budgeting items, I bought $43.60 plus $10.70. Okay, which is $54.30 in budgeting. My spending was, oh wait. I pulled out 42 in cash plus 17.74. So I actually had $59.74 in spending because I had already bought earbuds. That just came out of, I just didn't cash pull that, so it wasn't quite the full 60. Gave my husband $60 in cash. The kids did get $12 of spending. There was $20 in the kids' envelope and $20 in the car wash envelope. I think we played around with where we put those, but $280 plus 60 plus 60.31 plus 50 plus 20 plus 54.30 plus 59.74 plus 60 plus 12 plus 20 plus 20 is $696.35. If I take that from what we had left over up here, our difference is $1,618.18. So we are again under budget at $696.35 for our variable expenses. We'll see if that comes out in the end. For our sinking funds, I did put 5 away for haircuts, 2 away for Google, 20 for boots, 20 for birthdays, 5 in the passport envelope, 15 in the back to school envelope, $20 for family fun, I do not think, no, I didn't put anything away for LP. I did put, oh, but I put 40 away for car repairs. So I just took both of those 20s and put them towards car repairs. I did put $50 away for Christmas. For clothes, we spent $17.64. We put $360, which is all of our plasma money went towards the project. And I put $10 in the holiday sinking funds. So let's add up this area. 5 plus 2 plus 20 plus 20 plus 5 plus 15 plus 20 plus so it's 564. 64. So if I subtract the 16, 18, and 18 cents that we had left, that leaves us with $1,053.54 left to budget. Once again, on her sinking funds, we don't really want to be below. Well, yeah. Because technically the areas where I was below was in, that's technically a variable expense. See, that's why I don't do colors, because sometimes it just doesn't make sense. 564.64. Alright, okay, so now coming down here, I did get $5 out in cash for chores. We did pay $820.57. I had 0 extra giving budgeted, but I spent $26.99 on food donation for lunch for folks here, and a $50 donation that it will be recurring monthly, which is actually $76.99. Were there any other expenses in here that were just entirely not budgeted for? Extra eat out. We budgeted 0, which is actually $19.69. I didn't have any work meals. I didn't budget anything for savings challenges, but I will have rollover to put in there. So let's do this math. Okay, so, I did put 100 from this budget into the emergency fund. 820.57 plus 5 plus 76.99. $102.25, and if I subtract that from the 105.354 that we have left on here, it says I have 31.29. On here it says 31.31, but that difference is from occasionally. That's from that 2 cents here that I spent $14.98, but I put $15 back in cash to cover it, just to round. So that works out perfectly. So this is and so this was actually 102.25. But then I am going to roll the 31.31. My promise to myself has been that I am close out to my emergency fund. 31.31 savings. I will transfer that with my other stuff on payday. And so that leaves that at a zero-based budget. So if I don't leave the 31.29 in other, then that leaves that with a zero-based budget. Because it will leave these expenses at 105.354. So that closed out nicely. That's always fun when that works out how I want it to. But now I want to get into, well, we'll just do that. That is where that budget, that is the end of this budget closeout. Unstuffing the rest of the cash from the checkout of not the checkout, but the budget closeout that I just did today on the 10th, since we get paid again on August 11th. So I will show you a little bit about how I do that and what I do. There are a few expenses in here that I do have to pay back to the bank. I'm still trying to sort out where all of my stuff is here. So we spent $31.02. I'm gonna move this out of the way. We spent $31.02 on some items for the shop. So I'm hoping, so I do have 35 in here. So 31.02. I usually round up. I'm not though, not with only 2 cents. Okay, so that's gonna leave me $4 in the shop envelope here. I'm gonna pop that guy back in. And I'm going to hop into my $200 savings challenge. At the moment, this is my only like real savings challenge that I'm doing. I shouldn't say real savings challenge. I have some other. Okay, so I'm gonna exchange out this 5 for this. And that's, I just like to make change in there sometimes. Good grief, Paula. I am doing some different savings challenges like this where I budget certain things to go towards. Like this one is just my clothes. It's really more of a tracker, but I'm putting more things in there. The same thing as I save up my passport. This was a free savings challenge. So, but beyond those that are more of tracking, this is the one that I'm actually like putting rollover and things like that in to save for Black Friday orders of planners, stickers, whatever for like next year's planning. So it's Black Friday envelope, but it's mainly for planning and stickers and things like that. So I just like to pop. Okay, so I needed 20, 30, I needed $31 to go back to the bank. And this $4 can go back into shop. And that might actually be the only cash thing that I have to take out. Everything else might have been actual cash spending that does not need to be paid back to the bank. Perfect. So I'm going to take that. And I was confusing myself. No need to confuse myself anymore. So this is going to go into my credit card envelope, $31. I don't have a note on it yet. It will, and it will say credit card. So I have like a back to the bank envelope, but sometimes it gets confusing with which portion of that goes like into the bank account and which portion goes on my credit card. So I'm gonna add a little credit card envelope in here and a bank one. So in this the next thing coming up that we're actually going to do is I'm going to pop in here and see what money we have left over. That goes back to my credit card, so that is not leftover money. In drinks, we have 20, 30, 40, 1, and 2 left, but my husband did buy, I think he used some grocery money and just got some drinks at the grocery store, so I'm going to pop a 20 back in to pay back groceries from that, and that'll just go towards the next grocery situation. Okay, so I have nothing left in spending. In beauty, I have $5 left. That's going to go in there as well. Households has nothing. Eating out has nothing. Drinks, I already said what that had. Cars has $5 left. Kids has nothing left. Oh, I didn't put that on there. I did spend some kid money. What day was that? What day did I pick them up? Monday. I bought the kids gum. My kids are just, they love gum. Absolutely love it. And we were out of gum in my Suburban. So I picked my girls up from daycare, which I don't normally do, but my husband had a meeting after work that, or at the end of his work day that ran late. So I took them, or picked them up, and they wanted gum. So we went and got some gum. Okay, I also have some quarters. That just goes in whoever's piggy bank is awake, and at some point I will take the piggy banks into the bank and put them in the high yield savings. Okay, so 2, 4, 6 of these ones that I had just rolled up and back to bank were from 1 week of each of my kids' spending they didn't spend. And then the last $2 of it, I should have left it in the envelope that it was in, but I thought if I did that I would probably spend it. It might have come from Family Fun. When there's a couple bucks in there, I'm like, we're not gonna do anything with that. So that is what we have for our rollover right now. I'm gonna give it a count for you to see where we are. 10, 20, 25, 30, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 40. $40 specifically. So now watch me hedge on whether that's actually where I want to put it. I'm hedging because I have something budgeted or something coming up that my kid asked for that wasn't budgeted for, and I haven't decided if I should throw funding together to make it work or tell her we have to wait till it's saved up. Okay, 5, 10, 11, 12, and 13. So we're going to knock off the biggest one that we have left there, which is 13. And the other big one that is left is 11. So we're going to cross that guy out. So it leaves us with 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, and 16. So I will cross out an 8 and an 8 to make 16. So I gotta get these. We know that that equals $40 more because we already counted that money. But let's get it in here with ooh, we do not need all these ones, that is for sure. Okay, 20, 40, 60, 80, 90, 100, 5, 10, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, and 40. So if we're at 140. It's a $200 savings challenge. That should mean that what we have left is 60. So 9 plus 9 plus 7 plus 8 plus 9 plus 9 plus. Nine plus 9, 8, 7, 9, 9, 9, 60. So we have $60 left to save toward this, and then that will be complete when it gets done. I think I have a stickers envelope in here, and I will probably just roll it into there, and then roll it into there and just keep it in there so that it's so then I could start using the savings challenge and my rollover money towards something else. So I'm going to pop a 20 out of what I was putting back on my credit card. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm going to put the 20 in here. So 20, 40, 60, 80, 100, 10, 20, 25, 30, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, and 140 is in here. And then these 21s that I took out of there can go back into the credit card envelope to put onto my credit card. 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, and 31. Just wanted to make sure that that still equals what we need it to equal. So that, at this point in time, is the end of our closeout, check in and close out of our budget from July 28th's paycheck. So that was a little bumpy, but I'm working on it. So if you, again, give this video a like, a comment, and please subscribe. Bye.